On a chilly December afternoon, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to Paul Brown Stadium in Cincinnati, Ohio. The enthusiasm of this Cincinnati crowd in full effect a moment ago as their Bengals took the field to the delight of this sold-out crowd. And they're all set as they'll match up with the Baltimore Ravens. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Take over first and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
This is Mark Ingram. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Brings up second and 10.
So after the run for no gain, here's second and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. He finds Smith out of the backfield. And he's taken down right at the 45-yard line. A gain there of 30 big ones.
30.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
This is Ingram on first and 10. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, second and 2.
He was brought down by...
Now, look, that wasn't a huge gain, but those are the types of carries I think they were missing in their loss last week. They couldn't get him going on the ground.
Did you get the same feeling I did during our meetings, that they kind of regretted that he didn't touch the ball?
Absolutely.
You know, hey, he should have touched it more last week. They weren't going to make that same mistake, and they've taken care of that early.
They'll fake the give to Ingram. Now Jackson. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that may have been incomplete, but he reminds me so much of when my dad used to take me to the baseball stadium and watch the home run hitters in batting practice. I'll get to the stadium early just to watch this kid throw it. He can throw it out of the stadium.
Third and 2. Here's Jackson. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And fourth down now coming up.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on fourth. Throwing is Jackson. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. The Ravens go for it but come up empty. And this crowd into it early. Their guys stand tall on the opening drive of the football game. Going to lead up the Bengals here, first and 10 at their own 37. Off of play action, he'll look to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up second and 10. Quick throw, complete out wide here to Green. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49.
That's good.
12 yards there and a first down. That was a lightning-fast decision that time. He just caught it and got rid of it.
Because he saw his guy was going to be open immediately. So he took the R, the run, out of the play. He took the O, the option, out of the play, and immediately got to the pass.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. A first carry for the former Oklahoma Sooner, Joe Mixon. And across midfield he goes into Raven territory.
He's across
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
a gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 11 yards there, 1st down.
And a good pickup there by Mixon, and that shows the talent that he has. Back-to-back 1,000-yard seasons, 4th in the NFL in 2018, 9th last year. But I look for those numbers to jump back up again with the introduction of new talent in Cincinnati.
He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
1st and goal at the
1st and goal from the 3. Here's a run with Mixon. They're able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Stopped short of the goal line.
Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on 3rd, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that 2nd down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4 down territory.
Call it a loss of 2 on the play. And that will bring up an interesting decision here on 4th and goal. Can this defense hold them out? Here we go now, 4th and goal from the 2. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Bengals. It's Tyler Boyd. Tyler Boyd, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Bengals are going to take a 1st quarter lead. He's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals.
Good. Makes the score Bengals 7, Ravens 0. Austin Seibert set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the season winds down and you look at them in totality, you know, the offense has struggled. The defense has been pretty good, so I would imagine the changes this offseason may be more on the offensive side of the ball.
And this is where we always hear the term complementary football, because, as you noted, the defense...
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. William Jackson with a pick. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
He was brought down.
Sometimes that's the danger of putting that jumbo set out there. You just get a lot of bodies massed in one location. You could wind up with 18, 20, maybe even all 22 in the box, and there's nowhere to run the football.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. And here's a throw taken in by Boyd. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before it's taken down. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, it's almost as if they didn't leave the field after their first drive. They picked right up where they left off. Another good throw there. And this offense humming here in the early going.
With a first down carry. And able to work about 5 yards out of this as he's taken down up near the 47.
He was brought down by...
Charles, they won last week despite him not running the ball well. They told us need to get him going. Runs like that help.
And they talked to us about leaning on him because, as you noted, last week they didn't have to. Still won the ball game. They leaned on other people to give them the yardage that they needed, but they really want him to be that guy, and that's what they're doing early in this game.
And his throw here's incomplete.
No coverage bust by the defense here. They did a nice job accounting for everybody, and that led to an incompletion.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the shotgun, it's Burrow. Finding Gabriel complete. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 36. Give him 17 and a Cincinnati first down.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
After one, 7-0 on EA Sports.
Score, Bengals 7, Ravens nothing.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. The quick throw by Burrow is complete. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
To A.J. Green. It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Ravens' 30-yard line.
On 2nd down, here's Mixon. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive has gone pretty well. I could come right back at them.
They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he's brought down, but following a pretty juke move that gives him the first down. 7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
At the 23-yard line.
It's a jet sweep. They get it to Green. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
They gave up a few yards there, but all in all, I think it's a pretty nice job defensively against the jet sweep. If they don't slow him up, he might take it to the house, so they'll take that play every time on the defensive side of the ball.
And they'll lose yardage here, knocked back to the 19-yard line. Now after that last play, there's a Bengal down on the field. And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. And the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Out of the gun, it's Burrow. And caught, right side, Green. And he gets the first down yardage before he's brought down just outside the 10 at the 11. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. From the shotgun, Joe Burrow. That's complete right around the 8. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Brings up third down.
The Bengals on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. Fine work by the Baltimore defense to help bring up 4th down.
A missed opportunity for an interception would have killed off a drive. They had a chance there to finish things off. Didn't get it done. I guess that's why a lot of those guys do not play offense.
On for the field goal. A 25-yard.
Seibert's kick is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. That will go down as a 15-play drive, and it results in 3 points. So some disappointment?
It's funny. We had our conference before the game with the offensive coordinator, and what did he tell us? I just want every drive to end in a kick, right? An extra point, a punt, or a field goal. Well, in this case, I think it is a little bit of a disappointment because it did end in a kick, but that type of a drive should end in the end zone.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 10-0 early after the interception on their opening drive led to a field goal.
So now they've got to pick up the mantle a little bit. You mentioned the team's down 10. They've helped contribute to that. How are they going to get their team back into this ball game? Run the offense that you think is going to be effective and execute it at a high level.
And they'll work from the 29 on 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's Jackson. It's complete to Brown, right side. Jackson. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Give him the 3rd down conversion, 5 yards on the play.
A gain of 5.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Here's a pass swung out left to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Complete to Mark Ingram.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
So 3rd and 5, defensively expecting pass. They've got 6 DBs out there. From the gun, Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Sean Williams. And he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
A very good starting field position for the Bengals here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, Burrow. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
So much about defending the pass is being able to be right there at the moment the ball gets to the receiver, and he was right in his hip pocket, helping force that incompletion.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Burrow going to fake to mix it and now look to throw. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Well, it was 2nd and long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
So that'll leave Burrow and the Bengals with a 3rd and long after that sack we just saw. Burrow good. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On 4th down on now is the lefty Ryan Allen to punt. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach.
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 28. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
First down. Here's Burrow going deep downfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
Well, partner, they're not content to run this one out as we head towards the half, trying to hit a big chunk play right there and add to their score.
Yeah, this is a confident group. At the very least, they're thinking field goal.
Yeah, and I don't blame them one bit. I don't think you sit on the ball going into the half when you have a chance to put some more points on the board.
This is caught. It's Boyd. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half.
At the 41-yard line.
On 1st and 10, Joe Burrow. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. He was looking for John Ross that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
He was covered.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. And Burrow going to throw again. Going deep downfield for Ross. And that will be incomplete. Burrow's trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Burrow on play action. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you had. Maybe you get it in pre-snap. He locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
Sets up 4th down.
Allen on to punt as he gets this one away. And this will hit just beyond the goal line as it's into the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. So we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened-up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we've come upon halftime here in Week 17 as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the final 2 quarters of the NFL regular season are upon us as the second half of Week 17 is underway. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Burrow and the Bengals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Right 40, check, he's coming. You ain't got nothing.
Mixon will get it to start the second half. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. Again, it's Mixon. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. He'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
It's a loss.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it's just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But it looks like they're ready to go.
And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
They show run with 3 tight ends here on 1st down. Burrow will throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. That catch good for only a couple.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on 1st down. Caught by Green. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. He continues to deliver a 1st down here. He had 4 catches in the first half, and this one number 5.
46-yard line.
So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 46.
You can't block me. You can't block me.
It's Mixon on the counter. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 10 yards on the play. And it'll be a 2nd and long. Here's Burrow setting up to throw it. Got an open man. That's C.J. Uzomah. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we talk about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do, because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do, because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
It's 4th down.
4th down. Here's Joe Burrow. And that is incomplete, but there is a flag. And on fourth down, this is a big call. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
Now Burrow on first down. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
First and 10 at the 20.
3 tight ends in the ball game here on first and 10. To the air again, Burrow. Slant pass to Boyd. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. It's a first down, his 4th catch of the game after having 3 in the first half. From the 13 now, they work on first and 10. From the red zone now, here's Burrow first down. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And here he'll get it down to the 7. A gain of 6 there on first.
6-yard pickup brings up
4 yards to go on second down from the 7. Again, it's Burrow. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. C.J. Uzama, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bengals, they widen their lead.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Set to kick off.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
At the 27-yard line.
Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson, man open left side is Brown. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A gain there of 30 big ones.
A gain of 30.
That is definitely what we call on defense an uh-oh play. And what you mean by that is against Lamar Jackson, when you see him out of the pocket, your first thought is, uh-oh, he's going to try and run it. How do I get to him and get him on the ground? And guess what? That didn't happen, and his receivers took advantage.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays.
And a Raven first down.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. First and 10. Here's Ingram. Works his way inside the 30 on a pickup of 4.
Darren Lee.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
From the 29, Jackson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Von Bell. pushing. A big seam, and he might go all the way. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. Touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the fourth quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
And it's no good. It has not been his day. That's the second extra point he's get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raven off position through the pick six. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
The loss of 3 on that first down pass play. Now 2nd and 13. Draw play. Ingram now. Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Just a loss of a yard there, but it's not going to help. Now they face a 3rd and 14.
And it's third.
The Ravens on 3rd down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 14. Now it's Jackson. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Officially, that'll be marked down as just a 28-yard punt. And the Bengals will take over in terrific field position.
1-yard line.
On first down, Mixon. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. 18 yards on that one, and the Bengals are moving. First down.
I'm not sure how much more evidence they need, partner, than to understand that if they don't start to slow him down, it's going to be a long afternoon here at the stadium because he is just shredding them at this point. And let's face it, coming into the game, they knew he would be the focal point of their attack. This is going to take an 11-man unit on the defensive side to start making plays.
There on the stop.
Well, Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Mike 48, Mike 48. Gotta do better.
Quick throw here, caught by Gabriel. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. This will be caught just inside the 10. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
And 6.
Throwing again, it's Burrow. The quick slant caught. He didn't get the touchdown, but he did get the first down as he's tackled at the 1. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Mixon trying to punch it in, and he'll actually lose a little bit of yardage here. Back to the 2. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
It's a loss of
back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal.
At the 2-yard line.
Another try for Mixon, and he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Joe Mixon with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year. And this offense is running away with this one. Seibert now to add the extra point. And the lead is now an even 30.
Is good. Makes the score Bengals 30, Ravens nothing. Austin Seibert set to kick.
Following the touchdown, here's Seibert now to kick it off. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And Moore, he's going to sit on this one, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And you see a lot of frustrated faces as they are inching closer to a 4th straight loss. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Carl Lawson.
Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. Geno Atkins in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
And it's 3rd down.
Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Jackson now off the bootleg. He gets it to Brown, complete. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. Up. About that, they weather the storm of a 3rd and 17 to pick up the first.
Ravens.
Horn. Rock 57. Let's go one more. Single receiver. Single receiver. Hold on. Single receiver. Hey. Two, man, that's good. That guy's good. Tight end to the right. Move. Shift.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Incomplete. Hollywood Brown, the intended receiver, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. Oh, and now some space to operate. And they will get him down, but not before he gets very good yardage there, as that will lead us right into the 2-minute warning. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now Jackson on first down. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Carlos Dunlap make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
Exactly there. How about that for a little bit of revenge?
Another try after the first down sack. Jackson. Throw left side complete. It's Brown. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals 19. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
First down, Baltimore.
So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20.
57's Mike. Mike 57. Hey, alert 3.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge.
Intended.
The throw took him a little too far. It's 2nd down.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Switch it.
To throw again. Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7. Jackson will throw again. And he's got it. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. And they just took a timeout with 2 seconds to go. This one obviously decided. Not sure they needed to take it, but we'll take it with them. Brown, the lone receiver, left.
Check 55 to Mike. No chance. Hey, middle.
One last shot for Jackson. And this is going to be caught. So it affects the final score, not the outcome, but it is a late touchdown here on the game's final play. Doesn't affect the outcome, but, hey, nice job there to put it in the end zone for the final play.
Could it affect other things? Sometimes these types of scores are ones that we don't consider big at the time. Then later on we find out maybe that was a tiebreaker.
Yeah.
Or, of course, in the fantasy football world, these points mean a lot.
A lot there. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. Well, on the one side, if you try to take away something positive from this game, they played to the final whistle, getting the touchdown there on the last play, but still, all for naught, really.
Yeah, I'd say give them points for positivity. I like that. That part is good. But I often wonder, when the game is settled and the clock is run out, do we really need to kick the extra point?
Oh, yeah. It's silly. It's silly.
It doesn't make any sense to me. I know that people have explained before, well, you got to play it all the way through. Come on, this thing was done.
So for the Bengals, the win won't get them to 500, but they will finish on a high note at 7-9. And by just about all accounts, not the type of year they were hoping to have. Meanwhile, for Baltimore, it'll be a 10-loss season as they wrap up 6-10. And I think you have to say, ultimately, this was a team that really underachieved. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.